Are you following the law of attraction and not seeing results? You're doing the scripting, you're writing out every day, I'm so happy and grateful that my dreams are coming true, right? Are you saying the affirmations, I'm healthy, wealthy, and wise? Are you visualizing? Are you meditating? Maybe Joe Dispenza style, where you visualize yourself already having the thing that you want, right? And feeling the feelings of already having the thing that you want. I did all of these things for a long time, and to be honest, I really didn't see many results. And I think that I'm going to say something that is going to be hard to hear. Are you ready? The it's very selfish. It's very selfish. I'm only focused on what I want and my outcome, right? I want the relationship. I want the money. I want the health. Me, me, me. And what I've realized, what law of attraction really is the law of reaping and sowing, right? What I give, I get, right? And I think that a big piece of what law of attraction misses is the giving, right? The giving. I'm just focused on me and what I want and what can I get. The system, the program, the principles that I teach has a goal setting component. And I pray to the universe, to God, to source, to whoever is out there. Sometimes I just say, help me. Whatever's out there, help me, right? To help me achieve my goals, show me what to do. And I do visualize them coming true, right? But there are other aspects that include giving. So the first one is generosity, tithing, right? I read in Edwin Gaines' book, changed my life. Edwin Gaines, The Four Spiritual Laws of Prosperity. She is a Unity Church minister. And she taught that when you give back, God blesses you more. The universe blesses you more, right? And so I started that practice right away. I believe, I just tried it the way she taught it. Everyone has to find a system that works for them. But I tried it the way she taught it. And I thought, I'm going to try this for 6 months. If it doesn't work, I'll stop. But I gave 10% of my income each month, my profit before taxes, to where I get my spiritual food. That's what she taught, was to give the 10%, is this okay? To where I get my spiritual food. And so that's what I did. I did then, this was in 2020, and I still do, primarily from a 12-step group, adult children of alcoholics and dysfunctional families. And I'm not saying that it's easy. Sometimes I look back over the year and how much money I gave, and I thought, dang, my investments would grow so much faster. I could have done this or that. But in the time since I started tithing, my income has more than tripled. And I believe it's because I'm giving back, right? I sat and visualized about having more money, but until I'm reaping what I'm sowing, right? And a lot of the law of attraction content in literature, there's no sowing. There's no giving to others, right? So yeah, giving back financially. You don't have to do it the way I did it. You ask the universe or God to show you what's best for you. Help me know where to give back, right? And maybe Edwin teaches that giving to charity isn't really tithing, but pray about it and see what. I'm not going to tell you that. I know what worked for me. And for me, what worked was giving to where I got my spiritual food. If you want to give to food banks or to charities, have at it. I just think it's important to show gratitude for all of the gifts that we receive by giving back. And it's that reaping what I sow, right? And I have to sow generosity if I want others to be generous towards me, right? The other thing that I teach that is more giving, less about me and what I want to manifest, and more about giving, is following my divine purpose. How can I help others, right? And so I have this day job. I'm an attorney. And it was always my dream to help. I knew I wanted to help others, but I had become really jaded and frustrated and burned out. Man, I'm not helping anybody. These people don't listen to me. They're not grateful. I'm not making as much money as I should, right? And I turned that into, it's my job to serve. It's my job to spread love, light, and kindness to all of my clients, all of my colleagues, right? And I do my best. I am not perfect. I lose my temper, and I get irritated. But generally speaking, I do my very best, and I pray every day, help me be kind and patient with my clients and colleagues, right? So it's that giving back, that divine purpose. And since I started really seeing work more along the lines of serving, I've made more money. I've made more money. And then there are other things you can do that are your divine purpose, right? For me, this is part of my divine purpose. And at the time I'm filming this video, I have 68 subscribers, right? So I'm not making a ton of money I'm not making any money doing this. And I'm spending money. But I believe that you don't always reap where you sow, right? So I'm following my divine purpose by putting out videos about the spiritual lessons that I've learned and the spiritual practices that I practice. And it's not about making a ton of money being a YouTuber. If I do, that's great. If I don't, that's great too. I believe that I will prosper and God will bless me one way or the other. And I've had a banner month at the office this month. I've made a lot of money. It's been very, very beautiful. They're just coming in and I'm making a lot of money. Not because I sat and visualized the clients coming in and paying me, or because I scripted the clients coming in and paying me, because I'm doing what God's leading me to do. I'm being of service, and I'm giving back, right? Financially and with my time and skills and abilities, right? I also believe in generosity and like hiring the guy to come mow my lawn. I want people to pay me for my skills, gifts, and abilities, so I should be willing to pay for others, right? Being generous with my servers, tipping, making sure that I will give my assistant a bonus this month because we had such a beautiful, generous month. So making sure that I'm giving where I get my spiritual food, making sure that I'm giving to the people who help me on a day-to-day basis, making sure that I'm following my purpose. You feel it in your guts. What you want, how you want to help others. So yeah, just a little short video about making sure that you're not missing the piece where you're sowing, right? Are you being generous so that the universe and God will be generous with you? Are you giving back so that you can get in return? Focusing on self, and visualizing and scripting, all those things are great. But I didn't see real progress until I did these other spiritual laws. There's more than one spiritual law, right? Law of attraction. There's lots of spiritual laws. And I do offer one-on-one mentoring if you would like to have someone walk alongside you and who's been there before that can guide you along. So the link is in the description. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.